So in the last session, we discussed about what is the meaning of Oracle, applications, financials, and the meaning of vision. In today's session, let's talk about cloud. To understand about cloud, let's take a simple point called as, say, one company wants to implement these vision applications. If any company wants to implement vision applications, those could be financials or SCM or HCM, or maybe all. You can take any example. If any company wants to implement, or if any company wants to use Oracle Fusion applications, they have to set up the server. Okay, they have to set up their own server. They have to maintain their own server. And they have to take the license from Oracle. Say they may set up the server in USA. And they have to take the license from Oracle for all these applications. What are the applications they want to use for their company? They have to take the license for all those applications from Oracle. So license. They have to take the license. After taking the license, all those applications they have to install in the server. They have to install. They have to install all the applications in the server. And for that, they need apps DBA. DBA stands for Database Administrator. D stands for Data, B stands for Base, A stands for Administrator. Database Administrator. Apps DBA means Application Database Administrator required to install all the applications in the server. And along with that, they need network and security admins also will take care of the networking security aspects of that applications and all. And they have to take care of the maintenance. Okay. So the apps DBA, they have to take care of the maintenance of the server. Okay. And if Oracle is going to come up with a new release, they have to take care of the upgrades also. If any company wants to use Oracle Fusion applications, they have to buy the server and they have to take the license from Oracle. The Fusion applications they have to install in the server. For that, they need apps DBA to do the installations. And they require network and security admins and maintenance, the server maintenance, the application maintenance, everything should be taken care by that company only. That can be done by apps DBA. And if Oracle is going to come up with the new releases, okay, if they are going to come up with some new features or any changes to the product applications, that the company has to take care. So if any company is going to have their own servers and taking the license, installing and maintaining the DBS network admins, maintenance, if everything they are going to take care of, that solution, okay, that solution, that model we call as on-premise. We call it as on-premise. So on-premise. On-premise means the company has to buy the servers, they have to take the license from Oracle, they have to install those all applications, whatever they want to use for company, and network maintenance upgrades, everything should be managed by the company only. So if they don't want to buy the servers, if they don't want to take the license, DBAs, maintenance, upgrade, if they don't want to take care of all those things, they don't want to bother about all those things, but still they want to use Oracle Fusion applications. So in those scenarios, Oracle can provide access to Oracle Fusion applications. What Oracle is doing is they are maintaining the big servers. By using these big servers, this is a physical server. Okay, big servers are physical servers. By using these big servers, they are creating virtual servers. Okay, virtual servers, where you can have your server maybe in USA or India or in other country. But when you talk about virtual servers, these servers you cannot touch. These are the virtual servers which are created logically with a virtualization concept. With the virtualization concept, Oracle can create the virtual servers by using the big missions or big servers. Say one company wants to use Oracle Fusion applications. So for that company, Oracle can provide this virtual server. Within the virtual server, we can have Fusion applications. The company can use those applications. That means the company no need to buy the servers, no license is required, no installation, no DBA, no network security admins, maintenance upgrades. This all will be taken care by Oracle only. So not physical server, Oracle will provide the virtual server. They no need to take the license. Simply they have to take the subscription. Say for finance applications, they may take the subscription for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years. That's how they can take the subscription and no need to install anything. Oracle will provide the virtual servers with applications only, and DBA part also will be taken care by Oracle side, and no maintenance activities also can be taken care by Oracle. Upgrades also Oracle will take care of. Everything Oracle will take care. Just you can pay and you can use it. That you call as subscription. So where we are going to have the server? Okay, where we are going to have the server? If it is a physical server, it should be in specific location. The virtual servers, they will keep available internet as a source. Wherever you have internet, there you can find your servers. What Oracle is doing is, say for example, client is running the business in USA and India and say UAE. Okay, in these three countries, client is running the business. So if they are using the physical server, the users who are working from USA, all users should connect to USA server. The people who are working from India, those also should connect to the US server. And from UAE also, all the users who are connected, who wants to work on that applications, they have to connect to the same server. Means it may be 3 countries or 30 countries or 100 countries. All the countries' users should get connected to the physical server, which is located in USA. When US users are connected to US servers, the performance may be good because they are very close, okay, to the server location. But when India users are trying to connect to the server which is located in USA, the performance wise there will be difference between US and India users. For USA users, the response would be very immediate. If India users are going to connect to the server which is there in USA, the response time can be different. And in the same way, UAE and from other countries, the users who are going to connect, for them definitely they'll find the difference. For that, what Oracle is doing is these virtual servers, whatever the data centers they have in the different countries. Okay, the Oracle's have their data centers in many countries. Take example, they have their data center. Okay, data center in USA and India, they have data center. And in UAE, say they have data center. Now, what Oracle is doing is the same virtual servers, they are just replicating the same virtual server. So I'll take the name virtual server name. I'll give as a okay, virtual server name. I am taking as a, I will say X. So this virtual server say they are giving for the company called as ABC company. So for ABC company, Oracle allocated one virtual server called as X. Now say ABC company is doing the business in USA, India and UAE. Now what they are going to do is the same virtual server X, they'll keep available in USA data center and in India data center and in UAE data center. Okay, in these 3 country data centers, they'll keep available the same virtual server, and though only one virtual server, they'll just with the virtualization, they'll make a copies, and those copies will be in the full sync. Okay, all are one. Virtualization, they'll keep available the same virtual server to be available in the data centers. These all data centers will support the virtual server, okay, which is belongs to single client. If now India users are trying to connect to the server is one. Okay, the replication they are doing in for 3 country data centers. If India users are trying to connect to the server, so India users will get connected to the same virtual server which is available from India data center. USA users are trying to connect to the virtual server. It will be the user request will goes to USA virtual server, which is available in the USA data center, which is supported by USA data center. In the same way, people are working from UAE, if they are trying to connect to the server, so system will identify the user is close to which country data center. The user is very close to USA data center. Now the user request will go to USA data center virtual server. That's how they will connect to their nearest data centers. That's how just they can feel server is with them. It is not far away from them because it is not a physical server. This is a virtual server. Wherever from which country users are working in that country, they are keeping available the same virtual server with the help of their data centers. That is the reason the user experience will be very rich. Okay, creating virtual servers with the big servers and keeping available those virtual servers in the client nearest data centers or company nearest data centers, accessing those servers through internet, this we call as cloud. The cloud computing, okay, in the cloud computing, by using the virtualization concept, they can create n number of virtual servers. Here we are taking one example for ABC company virtual server X. For other clients, they can create n number of virtual servers by using the big servers or big missions. That virtual server they'll keep available for their clients through with the help of their data centers, which are very close to their client business operations. So that's how user experience will be very rich compared to on-premise. In case of on-premise, so server has to be placed in one location, but here we are not placing the server in one location. Again, this is a physical server. This is a virtual server. Physical server, you can go and touch, you have to place in particular location. When you talk about virtual server, so you cannot touch it. It logically that can be created by using the virtualization concept, and where you can have the physical servers, the physical server should be in the specific location. It can be India or USA or specific location. But when I talk about virtual server, what is the location for virtual servers? Internet is a source. Wherever internet is available, Oracle will keep that servers to be available over there with the help of their data centers, which they have across the globe. So that's how user experience will be rich. Now, if you are going to use Oracle Fusion applications, if you are using the Fusion applications with this approach, where you buy the server and you maintain those servers, you take the license and you install those applications with the help of DB, you'll take care of the maintenance, upgrades, etc. So this you call as Oracle Fusion applications only. If you are accessing the applications with the help of Oracle provided virtual servers, you have to call as Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. Say for your company, ABC company, you want to use Oracle Fusion applications. Oracle Fusion Financials applications. Okay, for your company, you want to use Oracle Fusion Financials applications. When we call it as Oracle Fusion Financials, when we call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials application. If you are using Oracle Fusion Financials applications with your own server, call those as a Oracle Fusion Financials applications only. The same Oracle Fusion Financials applications, if you are going to use for your company with the help of Oracle virtual servers, then you have to call the Oracle Fusion Financials applications by including the term called as cloud. You should call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials application. Okay, it's very simple. Wherever applications are deployed, the applications are available in our own server. Don't include the term called as cloud. If the applications are deployed, okay, the applications you are accessing with the help of virtual servers, that virtual servers and all will work in the cloud computing only. Through cloud computing, they can create virtual servers, they'll keep availability. Okay, so that is the reason we have to include the term called as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials application. Okay, so that is the difference between cloud and without cloud. You take any applications, okay, or else you just call it as Oracle. You are not going to refer whether financials or HCM or SCM or PPM. In that case, simply you can call it as Oracle Fusion applications. Those applications can be any application. Those can be finance, those can be HCM, okay, those can be CRM, those can be PPM, those can be procurement. It could be any application, say Oracle Fusion applications. When we are going to use Oracle Fusion applications, if the Oracle Fusion applications you are going to use with the help of your own servers, okay, that means on-premise. With on-premise means your own servers. So you are going to maintain your own servers. Then Oracle Fusion applications you call as Oracle Fusion applications only. If you are going to use Oracle Fusion applications with the help of Oracle provided servers, virtual servers, you have to include the term called as cloud. Simply you can call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. That means through cloud you are accessing those applications. Through cloud in the sense through virtual servers with the help of their nearest data centers with the virtualization concept. Those all will be in the full sync. See, whatever the data you update within this virtual server, the same will be available in this other 3 copies also. All will work as one. That's how there will be full synchronization across all those replications. So that's the meaning of cloud. Any questions on this, please? We have a different options in the cloud. As the next point, we are going to discuss about the same. As of now, what are the points we discussed? Based on these, any questions from anyone, please? So on-premise means we have to manage everything. Okay, cloud means Oracle will manage everything. Just you take the subscription and we use it. Okay, take example Facebook. Facebook is cloud application. Okay, they are keeping that Facebook in almost in all the countries their own data centers. Okay, the entire application they replicated with their virtual servers. That is reason simply if you go and hit immediately you can see the response from that application. That is a cloud application. Facebook is cloud application, but Gmail is cloud application. Through cloud only, cloud virtual servers only we are accessing those. Our WhatsApp is cloud. Okay, those all are virtual servers. That is the reason always we find rich experience. We never feel when you click on that, it is taking time, it is taking more time to respond. We never feel like that. If your internet is not good, then you may have such kind of experience. Otherwise, the application point of view, those applications performance is really good all the time, since those companies are using virtual servers. So through cloud, you are accessing those Facebook, WhatsApp, and Gmail, all these applications. So that's what we have to understand. Any questions here, please?
So I think generally nowadays clients are preferring only these virtual servers only, right? The cloud application.
Yes, yes.
Is it because of the maintenance or any kind of a reason?
Yeah, first point is they no need to invest for server infrastructure. Okay, to buy the server infrastructure, they have to spend a lot of amount. Okay, here they don't need to spend any amount. They are not going to buy any servers. They are going to have access to virtual servers. License, Oracle will charge more compared to subscription. In case of cloud, just you can take the subscription, no license. And again, here they have to maintain the DBA team and the networking admin team and maintenance and upgrades. And say, for example, DBA is not available today. If instance will go down, that is a big risk. Okay. So by considering all these, clients are going with the cloud. Yes, the primary, you can say the maintenance and it's very cost effective. They don't need to spend a lot for server, buying the servers, licensing, and they don't need to maintain the team like DBA, network, or security admins, etc. And again, performance wise also, you'll have very great performance in case of cloud compared to on-premise. On-premise a physical server, you'll be placing in one location, all the ways you have to connect to that server, which is located in specific country. But in case of cloud, wherever you are, your server should be available, internet as a source. And there are a few other advantages also. Those also we are going to discuss in the next point. Any other questions here, please?
On-premise means that's the name of the concept or the name of the server. On-premise means.
On-premise means in company premises, they'll place the server. That is the reason we are calling as on-premise.
Okay.
That's it.
On-prem nowadays, any of the companies are using this on-premise.
Yeah,
instead of virtual service.
Yes, see, the companies who are using Oracle applications in the previous versions and all, they are using on-premise. They have their own servers. Who are implementing now, who are implementing Oracle applications, they are going with the cloud.
Okay. This Oracle is also
not offering. No, 1 second. Early in past, Oracle was not offering cloud solution. There was no cloud option from Oracle. Okay, only the point is by taking the license from Oracle, installing the applications in client servers, and they can start using. That's how we have option available. Now Oracle is offering the cloud virtual servers through cloud option. That is the reason clients are opting. So no challenges, no maintenance, no server infrastructure. Their job will become very easy, right? That is the reason they are going with the cloud.
Okay.
Still,
this Oracle. Hello.
No. Still, somebody wants to go with on-premise for Fusion applications. Yes, they can go. They can buy the server. They have to take the license. They have to get the Fusion Apps DBA. They can install and they can use it. Still, if they want to go with on-premise, yes, still that option is available. But now more Oracle is focusing on cloud only, maintaining the servers by Oracle, providing the support, and they are taking care of everything. That's how we have reality. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is Oracle also a type of cloud computing company as
Yes.
like AWS?
Yeah.
Google
Amazon,
Cloud.
AWS, and Google.
Yeah.
Yes. We discussed, right? Oracle acquired many products, right?
Yeah.
Different products Oracle acquired. Along with these products, different technologies also Oracle acquired. One of the technologies, cloud. Cloud technology also they acquired from other cloud computing company. Okay, they acquired, they purchased that solution. Now Oracle is claiming they are also one of the big cloud computing company in the market, like Google, Amazon. Okay, they are also offering cloud services.
Yeah, like as you said before, that Oracle has also the big service, like a physical service in India or in USA. If
They
they
have in
want
all
to,
the places. See, wherever they have data centers to support their data center and this virtual in the data centers to support and to manage the virtual servers, big machines are required, big servers. They have in all the countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Lakshman. I have a question, please.
Please.
Yeah, actually, the cloud is they record for any software to installing or in the website. I mean, only the username and password
Website
only.
like Facebook. You will type facebook.com and you have
Yeah.
to provide the login credentials, then
Hmm.
connect, and you will have access to that post, this and that, right? You know, all the stuff. That's
So only they are
one
giving
URL they
only,
will provide you. For every client, they'll give the separate URL to connect to virtual server.
so only they are required for giving the only the credential username and password. That's
That's
it.
all. That's all. Yes. They'll give one username and password as per
Hmm.
company business process and all. You can implement those applications and you can start using those applications. That's all.
All right. And one more question. There is, I mean, there is data is, if example, the consultant, if the clients required for some spaces for the data or something, like example, they required for 50 users. So something happened. So it's one user we can create it for instead of 50 user or how?
No, I didn't understand what you said.
No, actually, we got the one credential for the one company. I mean, example, X company like
Oh,
this.
got you. Yeah, got you. See, reality, the user means they map with the employees. Ideally.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can take one user and multiple users can use it, but that doesn't make sense. You and me are both are employees in the company. With the same user, you and me are going to work. If something goes wrong,
Hmm.
on whom that should be claimed.
Hmm. 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 So
Right?
only one user, main
Yeah,
user
one
only.
user ideally. We just when we go with this virtual servers, companies will take the subscription for each and
Yeah.
every application with the user head count also. Say for
All right.
example, they'll take the
Hmm.
subscription like payables. Okay, payables
Hmm.
application, 50 users or 100 users, depending on
Yeah.
their size and their practice.
All
Okay,
right.
20 users, FA 5 users, there's 2 users, 5 users. This is all. Okay,
All right. All right.
a
So
subscription with a head count for application wise.
so there is need to specific data. I mean, there is like spaces we need to requirement, or they will give us, if example,
They'll give you
one.
enough space. They'll give you enough space.
They are give it to us the
Yes,
spaces.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Any other questions here, please? Fine. Now,
Hello.
yeah, please.
If a company wants to use the Fusion applications,
Yeah.
they will they has to take cloud technology is mandatory or any
Not
optional?
mandatory, not mandatory. When best option is available, why they have to go with the cheapest?
On-premise, yeah,
Cheapest, not
yeah,
great in terms of performance and cost and many other aspects.
yeah,
Not mandatory. Okay, Oracle is
yeah.
not forcing. Oracle is recommending. Oracle is recommending you can go with the cloud, but Oracle is not forcing or they are not setting rule. If you want to use Oracle Fusion applications, you have to go with the cloud only. They are not saying that.
Okay.
So very,
Yeah.
very freely you can go with on-premise or cloud.
Okay. Yeah.
We have that flexibility as a clients or companies when we want to use Oracle Fusion applications.
Okay. Thank
Yes. Any other
So
questions?
I had a question. So
Please.
if the client is already like invested for EBS, right? For e-business suite, they would have already invested in all these things, right? On premise.
Correct.
And then if they are going to move to cloud, what are they doing? Are they just
Their
moving?
choice. See, the on-premise, what are the servers they are using, those servers doesn't support for cloud. If they want to use the same servers for cloud application, they have to upgrade those servers. That's how they may upgrade their servers, physical servers, and they may take the license and they may continue with the on-premise. Again, they have to do as a separate implementation again. Okay, they have to remove that product from their server. Again, they have to install the Fusion application, then they have to use, they have to use it. Or else if they want to go with the cloud, again they have to take the access to virtual server, and again they have to implement everything however they implemented in their on-premise applications. That is like re-implementation. They have to redo this in this environment as for Fusion applications. With EBS and Fusion, there will be slight difference. Now classes will come to know. By considering all those points, again they have to do the implementation. As of now, solution is not available from Oracle to upgrade EBS applications to Fusion. Okay, the upgrade is not possible. If any EBS client wants to use Fusion applications, EBS we have to treat as a legacy, old system, and when they are going to move to Fusion applications, this is a new application, new system, and they have to configure, they have to load the data, and they have to use Fusion applications as a new applications. Upgrade is not available as of now. It may come in the future. As of now, EBS you have to treat as a legacy, and that's how you have to implement Fusion applications. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, no questions. Now, so say for example, company ABC wants to use cloud applications, virtual servers. What are the different options are available from Oracle? So one option already we discussed, on-premise. On-premise is totally different from cloud. So if they want to go with on-premise, yes, they can buy their servers and they can take care of all this. Say client wants to go with the cloud. What are the different cloud options are available for the companies? We'll see that. Okay. For companies, there are different cloud options available, like SaaS and PaaS, IaaS. Okay, these are the three different options are available. If somebody wants, we'll talk about more detail level. So any cloud computing company, not only Oracle, any cloud computing company is offering this model of subscription for the customers. Now, when we talk about Oracle, okay, when we talk about Oracle, so here, let's try to understand the meaning of it, then we can go with Oracle and with other companies, etc. So when you talk about this is how like you can find the cloud options. From any cloud computing company, you can get SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS subscriptions. Okay, you can get virtual server access, maybe with a SaaS subscription, PaaS or IaaS. You have to choose any one of them as per your requirement. We'll talk about it more detail level. What does it mean by SaaS? Okay, what does it mean by SaaS? SaaS stands for software as a service. Okay, the first S stands for software, the second A stands for as, the third A stands for A, other S stands for service. SaaS stands for software as a service. What does it mean by PaaS? PaaS stands for platform as a service. Platform as a service. What is IaaS? IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. As a service. Okay, SaaS stands for software as a service. PaaS stands for platform as a service. IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. So when you talk about SaaS and PaaS, here you will get, if you want to take the SaaS or PaaS subscription from Oracle for Fusion applications, you will get Fusion applications here. You will get applications. What are the applications you require, you get it. In case of IaaS, you don't get any application. This is just a storage space. You can use for any purpose. Only in SaaS and PaaS only you will get applications from Oracle. Okay. In case of SaaS or PaaS only, you will get the applications from Oracle. So in case of SaaS, what are the applications Oracle is going to provide? You can use as it is. Okay, you can use as it is. That means if you are going to do some changes to Oracle provided applications, or if you are going to create something new within those applications, that we call as customization. Customization means creating something new. Say you take an SaaS subscription from Oracle and you are going to use financials applications. In financial applications, say in accounts payable application, you want to create one page. You want to create one page. If you are creating something new, that we call as customization. Okay, that we call as customization. So in case of SaaS, if you want to do the customizations, that is not possible. Customizations, no. In case of PaaS, if you want to do any customizations, say you want to create one page in the payables application or receivables application, or else existing page you want to modify, yes, these all are possible. Here, customization is possible. If you are a SaaS customer, if you take the SaaS subscription, what are the applications you take the subscription you can use? You have to use as it is. How Oracle is giving, you have to use as it is. If you want to do some changes, you cannot do, because you took SaaS subscription. You are a SaaS customer. Okay. If you are a PaaS customer, they will give you one platform. Okay, they'll give you one platform which will allow you to do the customizations. The platform will allow you to do any changes to existing application, or else you can create the new pages. These and all you can do. So that we call as customization. In case of PaaS, customization is allowed. Okay. In SaaS, you cannot do any customizations. In PaaS, you can do the customizations. And here we discussed application meaning is pages, reports, and database. So if you are going to create the new pages like supplier invoice, payments, or any page, that we call as customization. If you are going to create the new reports, that also we call as customization. Creating something we call as a customization. Creating something as a new we call as a customization. But if you notice here, report for what purpose? To view the data. This is pages for what purpose? To generate the data. That is the reason, if you are going to create the new report, even it is a customization, it is not going to disturb the application product, right? Whatever the data is available in the database in the respective tables, you want to see very limited data or more data, large volume of the data. Accordingly, you can have reports for view purpose only. So that is the reason reports, if you are going to create the new reports, Oracle will provide the reports for every application. Apart from that, if you want to create the new reports, so that is allowed in the SaaS also. Say reports customization is possible, yes, because reports are not going to disturb existing applications. Your customization means please consider doing some changes to existing application. Here, simple point you can take as a pages, or creating the new pages, or altogether creating the new application. Those all are not possible in case of SaaS environment. If you are a SaaS customer, you cannot do customizations. But in case of SaaS, you can create the new reports. New reports are not going to disturb any of our payables application, receivables application. How you want to see the data, accordingly you can have a reports. Say for example, you have Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application. And from SAP, you are going to use, say, purchasing application, SAP purchasing application. Now this SAP purchasing application, you want to connect with Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application. Okay. So SAP purchasing application is not Oracle own product, it is SAP product. So other than Oracle, any application or any product you are going to use, those we call as third-party application. Okay, SAP purchasing application or SAP or any other company-related products we call as third-party applications. If you want to connect any third-party applications with our Oracle Fusion-related applications, that we call as integration. Okay, connecting one application with another application we call as integration. So between these applications, you no need to do any connections. Already Oracle providing by connecting all those applications as per business process. But if you are going to use any other applications other than Oracle, those applications you have to connect as per your business process. Connecting third-party applications with Oracle applications we call as integrations. So if you are a SaaS customer, Oracle is allowing to connect any third-party applications with the Fusion applications. Okay, integrations are possible. Integrations, yes. If you are a SaaS customer, you can connect any third-party applications with the Fusion applications, and you can create the new reports. You can create the new reports possible, but page customizations you cannot do. If you want to create the new page or if you want to modify the existing page, those customizations are not possible. I'll write for our understanding purpose page, or you can call it functionality. Simply for now, to understand this point, you can take as a page. Page customizations you cannot do. So this is what you have to understand. And when I talk about as, yes, here you can do customizations. It could be report customization or integration, all are possible. Okay, if you compare PaaS with SaaS, in PaaS you can do the customizations, and in SaaS you cannot do the customizations. As of now, everything remains same. And one more point. Say you are a SaaS customer. You are a SaaS customer. Let me see, somebody posted something. For integrations, can tables and procedures creation allowed? Yes. As for integration purpose, what needs to be done, everything you can do that. That is possible. Okay, that is possible. So to establish the connectivity between the third-party applications and Oracle application, what needs to be done? Yes, all you can do, that is allowed. Integration purpose. And for example, in the payables application, if you want to create the table, you cannot create. Okay, that is again a different story. So integration, connectivity purpose, whatever the procedures or whatever you want to write, connectivity related, any sort of establishments, if you want to do developments, you want to do, all you can do that. That is possible. That. And say, for example, now you are using the Oracle Fusion SaaS subscription. You are a SaaS customer. Okay, your company is using SaaS subscription from Oracle. Now say the current release is R13. Now if you are going to implement Fusion applications, the latest one is R13. Say Oracle may come up with R14, say after 2 years, for example. After 2 years, Oracle is going to come up with the release 14. If you are a SaaS customer, automatically your applications can be converted into release 14. Okay, now you are using R13, release 13. Say after 2 years or after 1 year, Oracle is going to come up with the release 14 with more features. Okay, now if you want to upgrade, from R13 to R14, it's very easy. Oracle will help us for auto upgrades. Okay, if you are a SaaS customer, simply you can inform to Oracle today, by tomorrow, your applications will be upgraded to latest. But in case of PaaS, auto upgrade. No, you cannot. Oracle is not going to help you to upgrade simply because You are doing the customizations. What changes you did for which application, what are the additional pages you created. It is not easy for Oracle to take care of all those. That is the reason Oracle is not going to help to ask customers for auto upgrade. They have to do that auto upgrade as a separate project, separate activity. But for SaaS customers, simply they can upgrade it. And maintenance, the SaaS or PaaS, the maintenance Oracle will take care. Okay, here it could be SaaS or PaaS. Oracle will provide the maintenance because those servers are managed by Oracle. All the servers will be in the Oracle control, that would be in the Oracle hand. So the maintenance and all they will take care of. DBA part also Oracle will take care of. DBA, database administrator, or Fusion DBA or Fusion Apps DBA, you can call with any name. So DBA related activities also all will be taken care by Oracle only. Okay, here and here, DBA support also, any support Oracle will provide. So what you have to understand is here, if you are a SaaS customer, okay, auto upgrades are possible. If you are a PaaS customer, auto upgrade is not possible. If you are a SaaS customer, you cannot do the page related customizations. If you are a PaaS customer, you can do any customizations. So that is the difference between SaaS and PaaS. Most of the clients are going with the SaaS only. Okay, I can say more than 97-98% of the customers are going with the SaaS. Only very few clients are going with a PaaS, where whose business process need to be customized, whose business process need to be changed when they are going to use these applications. If the what are the applications Oracle is providing, if those applications are not meeting the business requirement, how the company is running the business, in such kind of scenarios, they have to do some changes to Oracle provided applications. Those companies only going with the PaaS, since they'll get the customization option. The most of the clients are going with SaaS subscriptions only. Okay, so most of the clients are going with the SaaS. Very less clients are going with the PaaS. Say for example, now you took SaaS subscription, software as a service subscription from Oracle. After some time, you want to do customizations. Yes, simply you can talk to Oracle. They'll give you the provision of doing the customization. That means your environment will be converted to PaaS. You can switch from SaaS to PaaS. That is a very easy task. So here, what is not possible? Customizations are not possible. They will allow you to do the customizations. That means you will be in the PaaS subscription. And in case of IaaS, storage space. Okay, storage space. Say for example, you are buying an external hard disk with 1 TB. You can use it for any purpose, but you are buying physical one. Instead of buying a physical one from Oracle, you can buy the storage space with virtual server. Okay, virtual space you can buy, and you can maintain any data, or else you can maintain any software installation over there, or any purpose you can use. Okay, this is not directly related to our Fusion applications. This is just storage space. You can take that, you can use it, or else you can do one thing. So instead of going with your own physical servers, you may take the IaaS subscription. Oracle will provide virtual server space. Then you may take the license for the applications, and you may install your applications in this virtual server instead of installing the physical server. And you can have a DB and maintenance upgrade. Everything you have to take care of all those. But instead of physical server, you are going to use virtual server from Oracle. This will be controlled by you only. Okay, take any application license and install it, and take care of the maintenance upgrades and all. Instead of buying the physical server, you may buy the virtual server in case of IaaS, and you don't get any applications. Any applications you have to take the license, installation, everything you have to take care of. But here, everything Oracle will support. So that is the difference. Okay, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Okay, most of the implementation what you see is SaaS only. Very few you can see sorry, most of the implementations are SaaS. Very few you can see as a PaaS. And as a functional consultant, when we are going to work on any implementation project or any kind of project, it doesn't make any difference for us. It could be SaaS or PaaS. The applications will remain same. In case of PaaS, the technical people, the technical consultants will get option of doing the customization. As a functional consultant, we don't find any difference between SaaS and PaaS. So in case of SaaS, it doesn't allow the customizations, it will allow the customization. That is the difference. So if it is a PaaS, customizations can be done. If it is not PaaS, customization cannot be done. Anyway, when we talk about customizations, it can be any customization, maybe creating the page or creating the new report or creating the integrations, connectivities. This all should be done by technical consultant. Okay, when you talk about Oracle Fusion Financials, we are going to work as a functional. Okay, technical means anything need to be developed, anything need to be created which is not available. The technical people will come into the picture and they have to create the new pages or new reports or integrations, etc. So this is all about SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Any questions here, please? Yeah, there is one question from someone. What about personalizations? Personalizations means in the page level, you can do some small changes. Yes, the basic personalizations are allowed in the SaaS. If the personalization is complex, that can be done in the PaaS only, SaaS doesn't support. Okay, personalization means say you have one page. The page you have a field called as, you have one field. The field you want to make as a compulsory field that you can do with the personalization. You have one field, you want to remove that field in that page that you can do with the personalization. You have one tab in one page, you want to hide it, that you can do with the personalization. Okay, with the personalization, you can make the fields as a mandatory compulsory, or else certain fields you can hide, or certain tabs you can hide, or the field display name you can change. This is all you can do with the personalizations. Yes, those also you can do in case of SaaS. Any other questions, please? Any questions to understand SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, the difference or similarity, or any other questions or queries, please?
Hello.
Please.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Laxman. I have a question.
Please.
Yeah. The SaaS customer, if we can switch from SaaS to PaaS, SaaS to Oracle, possible, right?
No, not Oracle, SaaS to PaaS.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. My question is, example, the customer has the SaaS. Actually, they have the software.
Okay.
They can switch to SaaS to Oracle directly. I mean, possible, or they have to.
One second here. SaaS and PaaS both are Oracle only. Oracle only is giving the different options. SaaS and PaaS. Okay.
Okay.
Switch from SaaS to PaaS. Again, if they are using SaaS or PaaS, that is Oracle only. Oracle SaaS and Oracle PaaS.
Okay. Okay.
Here we are talking about Oracle only. Otherwise, we don't find applications here. Yep. Okay. We are talking about Oracle applications only, Oracle Fusion applications only.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, is good. Like you said, IaaS subscription. The Google Drive also comes under this type of
Similar. Yes.
IaaS.
If you are Google Drive access, it's similar to IaaS. Within that, you can keep any data, right?
Yeah.
Similar to that. Yes, you can compare like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello.
Please.
Hello. Excuse me.
Yeah, please.
Is every cloud computing company has these three type of subscriptions in every is
See,
there
yes,
in
three
every company?
possible, if they have their own products and all, they may give this SaaS and PaaS. Otherwise, they may give simply IaaS, storage space only, because that is a cloud computing company. Oracle is cloud computing company. At the same time, they have the applications. That is the reason in the SaaS and PaaS model, the applications they are just including and they are giving. So if they don't have, say there is a cloud computing company, they don't have applications, just they are offering the cloud services. In that case, they'll give IaaS only.
Okay.
This is
Only Oracle is giving these two types, SaaS and PaaS.
Yes, they are giving three. They are giving three.
Yeah.
The first and second, SaaS and PaaS only, you can have applications. If you take IaaS, it's an empty space. Storage space you are buying from Oracle with the help of virtual server. They'll give a virtual server access to you with for storage space purpose. That's all. No applications you can find.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks. Any other questions?
Yeah, Lakshman, one question, Lakshman. Will you
Please.
cover how to take the subscription in this session?
That is not our job. Okay.
Okay.
See, we work as a consultants. Before, see, when, say, for example, you are working for a company called as IBM. Okay. So if you are working for IBM as a consultant, so IBM, say IBM client is Airtel. Now you will work for Airtel client as a consultant. So when you will get into the project, the subscription, taking the subscription, everything would be ready, then you will get into the project. Before us, there will be sales, pre-sales teams. So they'll take care of all those things and they will help to the client and our company, consulting company with respect to subscriptions and other things, choosing whether SaaS is good or PaaS is good for that client. As a consultant, if once this SaaS or PaaS environment is ready, we'll take entry into the project. We no need to decide. We no need to involve anywhere with respect to taking the SaaS or PaaS subscription. And we are not going to decide anywhere which is best for a client. Before us, there will be separate teams, sales, pre-sales, they will take care of, they'll help to the clients. Once everything is done, when project need to be kickstart, we will enter into the project as an implementation consultant.
Which one we are using for our training right now, SaaS or PaaS?
SaaS.
Okay.
SaaS. Even if you use PaaS, for us, both are same.
Okay.
We are going to use the SaaS environment. Any other questions here, please?
So for PaaS, they want to upgrade, they will charge anything extra if they want to upgrade from version to version?
Sorry? They want to?
If they want to upgrade, from one version to other version in PaaS.
Yeah.
Okay, so they will be charging any additional amount, or because
no, they don't charge. They don't charge. And what customizations are done, that those are known by client team only. From client side who are working as a consultant for the project, the team knows very well. So when they are upgrading, upgrading means the Oracle DBA team will apply the patches. When they apply the patches, which changes, okay, the customizations, what they did, they have to take care. After applying the patches, again, how many customizations need to be modified because of the new functionality, new features are added with the patch applications upgrade. These all need to be taken care by our team only. Okay. Here you did no customization, no changes you did. Simply they can convert to latest release. Here, since you did the changes, so you have to take care of all those changes, right? When you are upgrading to latest. That we have to take care. Okay. That means we have to take care in the sense technical consultants, not we as a functional. Technical consultant has to see how far that upgrade is going to impact on existing customizations, how these customizations are going to behave, what needs to be changed in the customizations because of upgrade. These are all points they have to make a note and they have to work on those. Okay, no extra charges. Just they'll apply the patch. DBA team will apply the patch. Rest you have to take care of. So that is the difference. Okay, fine. So you may be SaaS customer or PaaS customer. You will get access to the environment, the applications environment. Okay, you will get access to application environment. The application environment, what we get, that we call as instance. Okay, we call as instance. Instance is nothing but the software copy. So you want to use Oracle Fusion Financials application. So you need access to Oracle Fusion Financials application. That access they will give you, that access to what they are giving access. They are giving the access to applications. Those applications we call as the applications environment, you call as instance. Okay, when you talk about instance, within the instance environment, you will have applications. You'll have a, when you call applications, you'll have a pages, database, reports that you can find in the instance environment. Okay. So when we are going to work as a consultant for any project, we will get access to the instance. Okay, all the applications you can find within instance only. When we are going to work for any client, by default, how many instances Oracle is going to provide? They will provide 2 instances by default for any client. They may be like SaaS client or PaaS client, whoever it may be. Okay, so any client, it could be SaaS or PaaS subscribed client. By default, they'll get 2 instances. So one instance we use for testing purpose, that we call as test instance. The other instance we'll use for production. Okay, so you can call it as production instance. So 2 environments we get when we are working in any project or any client. So first we'll work on, say for example, implementation duration is say 6 months or 8 months. If you take 6 months, almost 4 months we'll work on the test instance only. So we will be testing each and everything. We'll be showing to the client. So this is how everything will verify and will validate in the test instance. If client says okay, then we'll move to the production and we'll set up the production and we'll give this production to the client. Then they'll start using the production instance to enter their day-to-day real business transactions. Till that time, we have to test with the sample data, dummy data and all. So we'll see in our classes, we'll understand that. The simple point you can take here, when we are going to do the implementation for any client, by default, every client can get access to 2 instances. One instance we use for testing, other instance we use for production purpose. Production means the real instance which client is going to use to record their business transactions. Production instance. The production instance, in short, you can call as a prod instance also. In the production, you can take the 4 letters, you can call as prod instance. Okay. And say your company, your client to whom you are doing the implementation, say they took PaaS subscription. Even PaaS, they get this 2 only. But in case of PaaS, you have to do the customizations. So the same test instance you can use for customizations also. Within the test instance only, they can create the new pages or new reports or any integrations and all they can do within this, and they can test all those here only. Otherwise, if you think there are many customizations, if you do many customizations in the test instance, our testing may be disturbed. That is the reason. So you may take one more instance from Oracle, okay, for the purpose of development. Development means customizations. Okay, along with this, your production instance. By default, you get 2. If you need extra additional instances, you have to pay for that. So you can have separate instance called as development instance. Development instance, in short, you can call as dev instance also. So this is how you can find the landscape of the instances when we are going to work for Fusion applications. Okay, and we are going to work for Fusion Cloud applications. By default, we get two instances. One instance we use for testing purpose, other instance we'll use for production. Okay, during the implementation, we test everything, we'll create everything and we'll test, we'll create transaction, run the reports and we'll show to the client, we'll tell them, this is how you can create the suppliers, this is how you can create the customers, this is how you can create the invoices, this is how you can make the payment to suppliers, this is how you can generate the reports. This all will test and will show to the client. If they says okay, then the same setups will do here, then they'll start using. If you are a past customer, you can use test instance for customizations also. If you think you have many customizations, and you may go for separate instance called as development instance. So technical people will do all their developments, okay, customizations in this. And once everything is fine, the customization, they'll move from the development to production, because the customizations and all the new pages, etc., they need in the production instance. This is the instance which client will use once everything is ready. So this is all about instances. And for learning, okay, for learning purpose, Oracle is providing instances, those we call as vision instance. Why Oracle, why we are calling as vision instance? This is also instance. Why we are calling as vision? So the instance what Oracle is providing for any kind of testing or training purpose or learning purposes, within that they are providing some sample data. For the sample data, they are using the company name called as Vision Company. Okay, the company name they took as an example Vision. That is the reason the instance itself we call as Vision instance. Vision instance means there will be some sample data. When I talk about these instances, there won't be any sample data. This will be blank. This here you can find the sample data. If you want to refer something, you can refer, or else directly you can create. Okay, sample data also would be available, which is related to Vision Company. With the Vision name, you can find the sample data, like you can find the suppliers and customers. Okay, and you can find invoices, payment records also you can find. So that kind of sample data you can find within the Vision instance. So that's how the Vision instance is different from this. Okay, all you can see just these ideally we use at the time of implementation. This Vision instance you can just use for learning purpose and all. If anything you want to refer, you can refer. Sample data would be available. Since Oracle is using the sample data with the company called as Vision, that is the reason this we are calling as Vision instance. Ideally, Oracle won't provide Vision instances for clients. Okay, say IBM, Infosys, TCS, these all companies are Oracle implementation partners. So for that implementation partners only, Oracle will provide these Vision instances. Because in those companies, the consultants who are working internally, if they want to conduct trainings for different purposes, the Vision instances can be useful. That is the reason the Oracle can provide these Vision instances for their implementation partners, not to their clients. So this is all about instances, what we have to understand. By default, we get the two instances, one we use for testing, one for production purpose. If you want to get additional for development purpose, yes, you can get. And apart from these, what we use for client, you can have a separate instance called as Vision instance. In the Vision instance, you can find the sample data. The sample data you can find with a company name called as Vision. That is the reason instance itself we call as a Vision instance. This is what we have to understand about instances. Any questions here, please?
So in the test instance, do we need to write any manual test cases to show the client how?
Yes. Yes. You can write the test cases to test, or else without test cases also you can test. That's all depends how client is. Some client says, no, please provide some test cases so that our team will test. Yep. That depends. That depends on the practice, from which company you are working, who's the client, okay, what mutually agreed as a contract of the implementation. So depending on that, so we'll prepare many documents, we'll create many documents. I'll talk about it, what is the implementation process. They'll talk about it, what documents, what are the different stages, and what sequence of activities we have to do as a part of implementation or as a part of support, etc. Other type of projects. We'll discuss all those. Any questions here, please?
This test instance will have any validity period like
They'll make a plan. They'll have a schedules. It totally depends on the size. Say you are going to implement only financials and SCM. You may just set testing period, maybe like you have to complete all these in 2 weeks time, for example. You have few other applications also. It's HCM, CRM, this and that. The duration will be increased. Again, that totally depends on the scenarios. How many business scenarios you have. Based on the scenarios, how much time may be required to test all those. Accordingly, you can plan. You can plan in the sense that project manager will take care of it. Okay, and project manager would be there, and we also involved in that. We'll sit and we'll discuss. Okay, to test financials, we need say 1 week time. Or if you have many scenarios, maybe 10 days time. This is how. That totally depends on the client size and the complexity of the implementation, what we are doing. And again, you may do the implementation for only one country or multiple countries. There are many things will come into the picture to decide the timings and all. Any other questions?
Is
So, hello.
development instance comes under PaaS?
All instance comes under
PaaS?
See, if you are a PaaS customer, okay, you will get these two only. One you will use for production, another one you will use for testing.
Production.
Yeah, one for testing, one for production. If you are a PaaS customer, whatever you get, all are PaaS instances only.
Okay.
So being a SaaS customer, you don't require development instance, right?
Yeah.
If you get one more additional, you can get the additional one, 2 instances you may use for testing purposes if you want to use. Okay, Oracle is not going to say no. If you pay extra, they'll give you additional one.
Yeah.
So if you are a PaaS customer, all the instances what you get, those are PaaS. If you are a SaaS customer, whatever the instances you get, all are SaaS only. By default, you get 2. It could be SaaS or PaaS. Whatever the additional instances you get, those also you'll get. If you are a PaaS customer, PaaS instances. If you are a SaaS customer, SaaS as a SaaS instances you'll get. That's how it works. Right. Okay.
So if business user needs any option which was not there in our task list, so
This
do we
is
need to
breaking.
connect with
Could you please repeat your question?
actually my internet connection was very low. Can you hear me?
Let's try. Please.
So our business user needs any other option which was not in our task list. So do we need to connect with our technical team and they can make that option available?
Yes, exactly.
That comes under in PaaS. That comes in PaaS or SaaS because they are doing some customization, like they are adding some option.
The business user wants to enter some data in so-and-so application. The relevant page is not available. What we have to do, we have to create it. Okay. That means technical people has to create that page and they have to add in that list wherever the user required that. That's all. That comes under PaaS customizations.
So when we are a SaaS client, so we can tell the business user that that was not available, right?
Yeah, we'll tell them it's not possible because we are using SaaS. That is the reason nothing we can create as new other than reports and integrations. Yes. We can tell them.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. So we're done for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back. We can discuss. If no questions, we'll connect tomorrow same time. Thank you all. Any questions from anyone, please?
Hi, Mr. Laxman. I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if there is one new client, if example, they want to build the Oracle Fusion application, it's a tool only, or it's like a software?
Software. See, tool means it's a small piece of software only you call as a tool. Okay. It is not a small tool. Okay. It is just vast. That is so that you will get as a package. Get as instance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if example, if any new client, he need to choose or any one of CHAS or PAS, right? He has to choose first of all.
You have to choose. See how they choose, like from like companies like IBM, Infosys, there will be some pre-sales teams. They will go and talk to the client. They say, why don't you use Oracle Fusion applications for your business? This is what will help you. They'll give the presentations. If client will like it, okay, by studying and understanding the client business, these companies will say, if you want to use Fusion application, since this is your business process, you can go with the SaaS, or else certain things need to be modified in the Oracle provided applications because this is how you are doing the business. You can go with PaaS, it suits for you. That's how they'll give the suggestions. Client can choose. Okay. So who want to win this project from the client, that consulting companies, pre-sales teams will go and meet that company and they will suggest by understanding their business process. Once the consulting company win that project, we will start working as a consultant to do the implementation or support.
All right. Okay. So the customer, anyone need to choose or CHAS or PAS, whatever.
Correct. Any one only between these two.
All right. Thank you.
That would be recommended, suggested by that consulting company teams.
Hi Lakshman, this is Shiva here. Hello.
Please.
Yeah, why SaaS option not providing customization option? If in case they are providing page option here also, it's easy to all. No?
Then see, because they are giving the flexibility, auto upgrade and all. See, if they provide here also, both are same only, right?
Okay. If in case task wise changes,
they are giving the option. Easily you want to upgrade to upcoming releases, you stand with a SaaS. You want to go with the customizations where you lose the opportunity of auto upgrade, go with the PaaS. Your choice.
Okay.
Your choice. So for many companies, customizations are not required. For them, they will choose SaaS. That is the reason they are giving SaaS. So they set certain restrictions there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions? Okay, no questions. So we'll connect tomorrow same time and we'll just continue from here. What else we have to understand as the next topic, we'll discuss and we'll proceed accordingly. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.